professional and more engaging. So we're going to be talking all about three in particular tips that will really help make your video stand out if you are, doing a lot of your video content yourself. We can also talk about how Radiance can help you guys take over that slot if you don't want to do video yourself. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. There's three huge things that I think will really help your videos become way more professional. And
is your mic on this time?
Is my mic on?
Is the mic on? Okay.
That's a good segue because the first one is having better audio quality. Like, Emil, you probably recognize this when you're watching videos, but people are a lot more forgiving with bad footage. But when it comes to bad audio, like people,
it's just frustrating.
It's hard to listen to, right? Like
you can't hear what the person talking is saying, and you've got background noise.
Or it sounds like you're in a trash can or whatever. It's just like, it's just kind of cringy or whatever, and you just click off. So you'll lose people like right away if you don't have bad audio.
Get the message out.
Yeah.
Good audio.
Yeah, and there's lots of ways, simple ways to create a lot better audio, even if you're doing it on your phone. I did a live stream the other day, go on Facebook. It was just a little short one. But I've got a small little lavalier mic that can plug into your phone.
Right into the slot at the bottom.
Makes it super simple. And there's a few different brands that I highly recommend. I just purchased the Saramonic lavalier mic. It's basically got a transmitter that hooks into your phone, and then receiver that hooks into your phone, and then two transmitters, which are the microphones.
Right.
And you can kind of like clip it on your shirt or whatever, or hold
Make it real easy. That's why you see people when they've got their earbud, back when the headphones plugged into the phone in the dark ages, I guess. Good Lord. But they would hold their mic up like this with the wires pinched, and it's so that you had better audio and it sounded better than on the desk with the phone in your hand using the microphone there. That's just not the best way to go.
You see that a lot on YouTube videos, whatever, people holding it in their hand or whatever, or you can buy actual like nice lavalier mics that you can kind of tuck into your shirt if you don't want it to be seen, but they're relatively cheap, $200 to $300. But it's completely worth it in terms of if you're trying to make content regular, like we've been talking about on the last episode. You want to step up your game. This is like the first thing.
This is one of the best ways to do it. This is the first real big
best
good
bang
step.
For your buck,
it's serious.
So there's three big brands.
Mile out of an inch in this one.
Rode is just
classic industry name.
Classic industry name when it comes to audio. They've got some really good ones. And then, like I said, the Saramonic, but there's a few other ones you can kind of look around.
The technology of today, like even the cheap, like I'm not trying to talk about webcam or podcasting stuff here, but I like a $30 webcam that plugs into my USB off Amazon. No name, like some generic that like super sharp 4K picture. Like it's the best webcam I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is amazing.
And so you can go with these top name brands, and we'll put links to products below, but it's just incredible the amount of difference it makes with one small,
it really is,
like $50 lavalier mic that you can buy off Amazon, or you can buy a $200 or $300 one, or you can go super expensive and buy the $1,500, $2,000 ones. Like,
I mean, think about it from if you were to buy a nice lavalier mic 5-10 years ago, like you'd probably spend anywhere from $800 to $1,000.
Oh, easily,
lavalier mic when you can buy one for really cheap, and it's just one of the big bullets that you can pull, big triggers that is going to automatically change the game and your production value, right?
Game. Yeah, and it's just not just lavalier mics; it's podcast mics like we have attached to the desks. Stand mics, but improving your audio just overall. If you want people to hear you, it's important to have your words captured clearly. So that they can be then reproduced.
So staying on the topic of audio, there's a couple other things that are like super important that a lot of people don't really realize.
Beyond the equipment.
Beyond the equipment that will help your equipment like sound better, and that is like removing any like background noise, whether it's like, you know, a furnace or some sort of, you know, buzz going on in the background.
It's weird. We like to record ourselves like right next to a fan. I like to have a big metal fan that's missing a ball bearing. Like I like to have it right next to me.
It seems so obvious, but a lot of times it's, you know, you're in a kitchen and there's a refrigerator humming or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the second point that can make your audio better is, have you ever like listened to somebody that was in a room where there's lots of like there's hardwood floor, there's all kinds of walls, and the sound's basically bouncing all over the place.
Just standing in a large empty room.
And it sounds very like echoey and like tinny sounding.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's something I see probably the most often in a lot of videos is that basically you need something to absorb some of that sound from bouncing.
Yeah, it's got to take up.
Yeah, if you could bring in some couches like we have here, and I've got like a floor, like a carpet here that kind of like absorbs some of the sound from below.
Yeah,
and
it just deadens it.
Deadens the sound. Put some pieces up on the wall that is, you know, kind of deadens it as well. Like these are ways that, you know, maybe it's just you can bring in some blankets to lay on the floor, you know, like that will really, really help the sound quality. But if you can find a place where there's, you know, maybe carpet or a lot of things, you know, couches and things that will absorb that sound, it's going to drastically impact your overall sound quality.
100%.
Love it, man.
There we go.
Well, cool. With that said, hopefully this video helps you with some of the tips and the tricks that will help your videos become better. And until next video,
smash the like button until you're there.
Subscribe, share, do all the things. Kick the door down.
There it is. There he goes.
And with that said, we love you guys. Have a great day. Peace.
Out.